Okay, this is the Flieger coming at you. So what I'm showing you here is, well, this is my house, so that doesn't really matter. But this is a small village I created from scratch, complete with a professions hall and some additional boarding here for our farmers. I took a video over the course of the 9 to 10 Minecraft days it took, so if you're doing this in actual real time and you're sleeping through the night, it'll take you a little over an hour, which is no time in Minecraft play. If you're staying up every night and you're doing the mining thing overnight, then it's going to take a little bit longer than that, obviously. But the idea of this is getting you to the end of the game and doing so by having a village flush with villagers to trade with and work with. What we can do to improve this is if you find that, the leather worker doesn't have the right trades, you can always go destroy the block, recreate the block again, and by doing so, you can reset their job, so to speak. Also, I have over here a little setup, and this is a little automated, essentially village to zombie creator. I don't have the zombie in here at the moment. But the village to zombie type of setup, and that way I can turn my villagers into zombies, heal them without getting hit here, and then turn them into revived villagers, increase the gossip, get better trade deals overall on everybody, and then also you get significantly better trade deals on the villager that you turn from a zombie villager into a normal villager. So, definitely a way to do that as well. It's a little bit more intensive, but the rest of this layout here between these two buildings and this here are great for survival. Totally attainable, totally doable. I have this cute little farm here, and then there is the first video I had, which if you haven't checked it out, you should definitely check it out. It's the Minecraft selector and sorter for your items, which is a really neat tool. But yeah, I'm going to get the video started here with some day one stuff and show you how I kind of set this up. Today we're going to be talking about doing villager breeding and also the setup of the jobs for the villagers. So I'm going to use the bell here. I went ahead and got it straight out of the inventory, but you can get it by visiting other villages. You can buy a bell for 36 emeralds if you want to make your own. Essentially, the armorers have a 50% chance, and if you at the apprentice level, an apprentice level toolsmiths and weaponsmiths will always offer it at 36. You can also find it in some chests, I believe. If you find it in like a loot chest or something, or you used to be able to at least, you must mine it with a pickaxe, and you can use whatever material, but you must use a pickaxe. So what we're going to do here is okay, so we're going to use this as kind of our starting example. We're going to build a quick structure here. Shout out to the World Edit mod for doing this with the wand tool, and also a shout out here to the effortless building mod. That's right. And we want it to be. We'll make it any bigger in the farm here. And we want it to be a block and a bed, which is going to be 1, 2, and 3, plus the wall is 4, and the back wall is 5. That's minimal. We're going to do it by 9. We're going to go up 7 blocks just to make sure. Okay. Turn off this mod real quick. Okay, so hollow, cool. Okay, there we go. what we've got here is the little apartment complex I built. This guy ends up actually being 5 by 10 by 8. So 5 by 10 by 8 is the overall box size, and then I added the roof to it. Some stairs. I did everything in oak because I feel like that's pretty prominent unless you end up in a different biome. And I've got 4 beds here, and I've got the same thing upstairs. Got to make sure the beds have one space between them so there's no negative gossip with the villagers. And so I've given them enough food here that they're actually going to go ahead and breed. And the first step to this is we need more farmers than anything, because the amount of beds controls whether they're even willing to make this little guy. Day-night cycle number 4 now. Going into day number 5 tomorrow. We have the 2 villagers we started off with. We're going to say 1 and 2. And then and their original child is now up here. I want to say child, but now is a grown villager and is now a farmer and has used the composters. Day 5 here, and it looks like we have 3 adult villagers that we've had for the past couple of days now, and we have 2 small villagers, and ideally they are going to grow here soon, take the job positions for these other composters. We're going to be honest, wheat is pretty useless here. You're going to have wheat seeds, so using the wheat is definitely a good idea so you can make cakes and get the achievements and all that. But baked potatoes in the end will get you much further than wheat will. Day 7 is pretty promising here. We've got 6 villagers who are now farmers. I have 4 more composters in the middle here. I did just go through and harvest everything. I pulled out all of the wheat for the most part. There's very little wheat left in here. It's mostly all potatoes and carrots at this point. And I've pretty well thrown all of them to them. The second setup here, because the old one did get filled. So it is time for some new beds, and that way the villagers are again willing to breed. That being said, you know, if we were in a village that's already built, we'd have houses and things, and you can always dig out the water and just hoe out the farmland all around it as you go, just to make it larger, and put composters here and there throughout, just to make sure you're actually going to get what you want. So let's see if he picked. Oh, there we go. They're going to go ahead and breed, and we're going to get another villager. So we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The small one, they're making 6, 7, 8. I think there was another small one running around. So 9. So we're getting up there pretty quick. We're 6, 7 days in now. And we're at 9 villagers. So this is working out pretty good. Day 8 now. I set a brewing stand out here because clerics are pretty much useless other than getting redstone dust. The rotten flesh thing is kind of a no-win situation. We have enough villagers that they decided through gossip it was time to have an iron golem. And so there's an iron golem, and they are breeding again. 2 different couples of villagers are. So this is definitely working out really well. we should be fully populated here soon for everything we need. This really isn't that difficult either. It doesn't require all the same structure. It's a lot of the material you're going to acquire. And of course, you could substitute whatever you wanted. But I just tried to use cheap material for the actual setup of the farm and the profession's house. We are in day 10. There we've got several small ones. All of our farms are doing great with the farmers working on them. Alright, you can kind of see here that we've got the profession's house, and I did put them all in the bottom blocks here instead of the top blocks. And they're all in here, sleep over here, or they sleep over here and they go to their jobs during a specific time of day, and then they'll come meet at this bell, and ideally, if there's an opportunity to breathe, then they will. So I really hope you guys like this video. Check it out. And if you have any questions, comments, or anything like that, definitely send them along. If you want to see any videos of anything in particular, let me know. And we'll get it going. Thanks again.